Hey there everyone, I'm Amy Patee. Welcome back. It's day 3 of my 10-day journey to manifest your most sacred life. If you are just kind of dropping into this video, be sure to go back to day 1 and day 2 because this is a cumulative journey. So if you really want to dig into the whole process, this 10-day process of kind of manifesting your most sacred life, start at the beginning. I highly recommend it. And the links are below to go back to those first few videos. There's some good exercises to lay the foundation in those first 2 videos. So let's set a sacred space here. Let's connect into our sacred self. So you can just sit however you feel most comfortable. Maybe light a candle if you have one, and close your eyes for a moment. And just take a breath in, take a breath out, returning your awareness to yourself, remembering you are a sacred being. When you know your own sacredness on the inside, it's easy for you to allow that energy, that sacred energy, to kind of move out into your life, to bring sacredness to all aspects of your life. And that's what this journey is really about. So again, just breathe in, feeling your own sacredness, tapping that energy, embodying that energy, so everything you touch, everything you say, everything you feel, everything you do brings that sacredness forth. And then just letting your eyes come to open. Just did a little singing bowl chime. Another powerful tool to help create sacred space. Love that little singing bowl. All right, I'm going to pick a star card for us today to see what energy we need to clear or invoke to support us on this journey. I think this one is calling. Ooh, invoke playfulness. So I do have, within this deck, there's cards for invoking, and then there's cards to clear energy. So it's interesting because we've gotten invoke cards for the first for all 3 of the first days. Invoke support, day 1, invoke self-knowing, day 2, and now invoke playfulness. I love that because this should be a playful journey. I know that life gets hard, we struggle, there's suffering, but at a deep soul level, I think within all of us, we know that we're here to play, and we're all kind of like trying to figure out like how can we play more? How can we bring playfulness into our lives, into all that we do? How can we tap that part of our spirit? So invoke playfulness. Just take a breath for a moment. Welcome in that energy of playfulness. You know, when you're unhappy with a certain part of your life, sometimes it's really easy to just be in kind of a gnarly place around it. So I love this card of invoking playfulness. So think about like, okay, this is an area of my life that I'm a little unhappy with. How can I approach it as a child? How can I look at that and be like, okay, like, I don't really like that so much. I'm going to change it. And how do I want to change it, right? That's a really kind of how a child might like look at a situation and be like, I don't like this. They might have a little temper tantrum, they might cry, they might pout, they might get angry, but they usually are pretty creative. They're really tapped into that playful element, and they'll change things up, right? They'll let people know, they take action pretty quickly, and it's usually in a very playful, childlike manner. So bring that in today. So today, again, is a writing exercise. So we're kind of laying the foundation, and I'm going to be sharing with you some breathing, meditation, visualization, mudras as we progress a little further in, but we're kind of laying the foundation right now with all these writing exercises. So yesterday you took 3 areas of your life and you spent some time just kind of free writing around those areas of your life and just getting whatever wants to come out, things that you want in regards to that area of your life, and maybe some of the shadow kind of junk stuff that keeps you from being happy with that part of your life. So there's a lot of free writing. So what I'd like you to do today is you're gonna pick, after kind of spending time with each of those 3 areas, you're gonna come up with one thing that you want. So, and you might have many things, but you're gonna just pick one for this exercise, and then if you have time, you can circulate through lots of different things that you want, but you're just gonna pick one. So yesterday I was using money as an example. So for instance, maybe it is your desire is to have in 2018 to consistently save $500 a month to put it away in your savings or something like that. Maybe if you were working with romance and partnership, your key desire, the key thing that you want, is to manifest the love of your life in 2018. Period. That's pretty simple, pretty big. So you're gonna pick one desire, one thing that you want to manifest, transform, welcome in, create, whatever. Okay, pick one thing, and then you're gonna begin to sit in that energy of having that thing. Okay, so again, I would recommend, I showed you this yesterday, but doing this kind of thing. Although what I've done here is I've divided the paper in half. So what you'll do now today, and you might want to write this down in your paper, is write down what your desire is. So my desire is kind of vague right now, right? It says money. So I would get more specific. I would write down, I want to be making X amount per month, let's say. So I'm going to write that down, but then what I'm going to do on half of the paper, I'm going to write down, how do I feel when I am making, X amount per month, because that's my main desire. But what I'm going to spend time now writing is, how do I want to feel when I'm actually making that much money per month? Or how am I going to feel when I've manifested the love of my life? How am I going to feel when I have that job that I love? So you're going to really hone in and focus on that. How will I feel when that is manifest? And then on the other side of the paper, this side of the paper, you could write down blockages. So as you're working on that, anytime a thought comes in, I can't have that, that's never going to happen for me, I'm not good enough, whatever, you're going to write them down on the side of the sheet of paper. And again, this is just to help illuminate those blockages and to help clear them out, to create some separation from them. So when you're writing, how am I going to feel, right? This is the part of the exercise that I think is so powerful. So as you're writing that and you're getting deeper and deeper into the feeling, what you're doing is you're basically resetting your internal vibration. So our inner energy and our inner vibration really does act like a blueprint for what manifests in the external world. And so if there's any area of your life that you're unhappy with, you can just look at that area of your life and start to kind of go within and get really clear about what kind of energy you're holding around that external situation or person or whatever. So, and it can be a kind of a deep process, and sometimes you even need help. You need some outside perspectives to help you, because we can't always see all of our own blind spots. So you're gonna play around with that. And what I usually do is, as I'm writing, so how do I want to feel when I'm making X amount per month? I might be like, how do I want to feel? Okay, I want to feel, how would that make me feel? That would make me feel rich. Let's say that would be a word that came through, rich. So I'd write down that word rich, and then I'd be like, well, how does it really feel to be rich? And then I would sit with that. How does it really feel to be rich? And I might have to ask myself, I'm just kind of doing this process out loud, but I might have to ask myself that question over and over and over again. And to get to how does that feel? Because you might be moving into new terrain, right? This might be an unfamiliar territory that you're starting to explore. Maybe you've never felt rich before, like really, really rich, at least in the department of money for yourself. So you're going to ask yourself, like, how does that feel? And then write down, okay, well, rich to me feels like I have enough. So you'd write down, like, I have enough. And then you'd sit in that. How does that feel? How does it feel to have enough? So as you're doing this, you're literally resetting your internal vibration. And you might feel like your gut might respond, your heart might respond, your emotions might respond, your mind definitely will probably respond, and that's why you have this side of the paper that says blockages, so that you can write down any resistance that comes up in your mind as you start to tap into this more expanded energetic space for what you want. Okay, so you'll just keep doing that process. Do it for as long as you'd like, and kind of you might even circle back to the same words eventually, right? They kind of might start to feed one into the other. But spend some time with that and really kind of hone in, get clear. How will that feel inside you when your desire, when this thing that you want is right here in your life? Okay, that's your exercise today. Again, if you have any questions, if there's anything you want to ask me, please do so in the comments, and like this video if it was helpful for you, and be sure to tune in tomorrow for day number 4 of our journey together. So let's just wrap up this session. You can just bring your palms to touch at the front of your chest, close your eyes for a moment, thank yourself for showing up and doing this process and dedicating some time to really manifesting your own most sacred life, letting your inner sacredness be brought forth into the world. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.